Vegas Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Salt Lake City Flyers
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On play action, Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
To the air, Allen. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. It's King, and he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to slither by. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
7 yards there and a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's 2nd and 8. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to work. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 41 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter, and he has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 3 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. King. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Allen's pass incomplete out of the end zone. It's now 4th down and goal.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say for the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 2nd and 3. This is intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Allen going to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before. And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Raiders offense ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them help put some points on the board.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. Now Allen again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 4-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Allen to throw once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's King. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This time they stay on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's King. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
a gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Allen off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Allen now on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, and he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 83 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains. things here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Back to throw again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Flyers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and run it up the middle, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he gets to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Past the 20 for a short gain, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now Allen off the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on first down. King. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Throwing is Allen on third. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On 1st down, it's King. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one